Greetings, and welcome to episode 1 of my new series, where I react to, training montages. Because, as we all know, the training montage is the best part of any movie, TV show, whatever. And to start off the series, we're going to be covering one of the most iconic training montages ever. And that one is from Rocky. Excellent movie. Although, Rocky 2 is still the best. So, without further ado, let's get into this. Okay, so we see here Rocky is waking up at 4 a.m. Mike Tyson did this in his prime, before going on a 3 to 5 mile run and then going back to bed. Oh, and also I'd like to say this now so that no one asks in the comments, but I muted the video because while this music in this scene is 10 out of 10, I'm not getting copyright struck again. I had enough problems with that when I tried to give my review of the Sonic movie when it first came out. And now we have the infamous drinking of raw eggs that this movie's known for. Should you do this? No. There's a minor risk of salmonella. I believe it's 1 in every 30,000 eggs has salmonella in it. But also, when you consume eggs raw, it actually prevents you from being able to get certain nutrients from it. Specifically, I can't remember what it's called, but it's good for hair, skin, and nails. So there's that. Oh, and also, this is disgusting. And I know people say that Sylvester Stallone isn't tough, but come on, the man just drank raw eggs for a scene. Okay, now, see he's got a towel around his neck. Probably to absorb any sweat, but also because it's cold. Okay, he's doing a warm-up here. That's not the best warm-up you do, but generally I don't even do warm-ups. I should, but... And he's running. I don't know what you expected. He's based on Rocky Marciano, the man who would run upwards of 15 miles every single day. Funny enough, Muhammad Ali really liked the running scenes in this movie. So, he's running. That's a mail truck. He's running still. This training montage isn't as good with the music not here. Okay, distance running, really good for boxing because, well, you need that the endurance, especially for Rocky since his entire thing is outlasting his opponents. Okay, the infamous Rocky stairs. Stairs are a great exercise, great for improving leg strength. I say it's good for improving explosive power too, because you got to go up the stairs with the elevation and all that. I see it as a superior version to hill sprinting. Oh, and also, funny thing that a lot of people don't notice, but you have a little bit more calf activation, when going up the stairs. Okay, you see he's winded here. Or maybe it's just the raw eggs getting to him. Trust me, Rocky, I get it. I hate running, which is why I don't do it. Trust me, 30 minutes with a kettlebell is worth a good hour running. Except I can handle the kettlebell. Okay, brief technical error. Turns out the video that I put on initially wasn't the complete training montage, but this should be the rest of it. Now let's get into this. Okay, we see him running, and he's got some dumbbells in his hands. Now, purpose for that? Well, build up that shoulder endurance so are able to keep your hands up longer. And okay, you see him running through the streets. Funny thing is, all these people, they weren't actors. They were actual people. And that guy actually threw Stallone a, whatever kind of fruit that was. It, okay, speed bag. Great for all sorts of things. Yeah, things, but primarily for repetition, massive repetition of techniques. Okay, plyometric one-handed push-ups. Great for explosive power. Yeah, building massive strength in various parts of your body. Clapping push-ups, same things. Except the one-arm push-ups actually have an additional benefit with extra core training because it's an anti-rotation movement. So, excellent work there. Okay, got some body conditioning here. And just, impact training. Okay, core training, but you guys know how I feel about setups. Now, this right here is the most controversial part of no matter who you ask. I've seen boxers, doctors, all kinds of people say that this is bad because he's not wearing gloves. He's punching the cows that have bones in them. Therefore, he might hurt his fists. You guys know what I'm going to say. Knuckle conditioning is a thing. Matter of fact, let's look at the old school boxers. They trained, they often trained, with, with what they called bag gloves, which was basically just a piece of leather with no padding. The, primarily it was to train you to be able to properly articulate your fists, but no padding. The only reason you would wear them is to keep your skin, keep the skin on your knuckles from getting, from getting, well, taken off in the force of your punches. But Rocky wrapped his hands. Well, he has wraps on his hands. And of course, I say we gotta give him the same amount. I gotta say we gotta give this the same amount of credit as barehanded bag work. He does normal. I'm pretty sure he's doing normal bag work too. This is just working towards getting the feel of hitting something. Because, well, I think most people in Rocky's gym don't want to be be taking full force punches from him. And now back to this. Enough of that rant. Okay, more plyometric calisthenics. These are great. Okay, switching to the normal one. Sylvester Stallone was strong. Okay, more running. Again, he's based on Rocky Marciano. The man would run so much. These scenes are so much less impressive without the music. Okay, the stairs again. I already commented on the stairs. And this time, he makes it up. Gotta admit, when you manage to reach a milestone that you weren't able to before, it's epic. Okay. Okay, and that's the end of that one. And I think we're actually going to cover the second one too. And here we are. Rocky 2, the best, probably the best training montage in a live action movie. and what I say is the best of the series. Now, of course, as anyone who's seen the movie, quick spoiler alert, Rocky's girlfriend, Adrian, actually, oh wait, no, they got married earlier in the movie. Rocky's wife, Adrian, had just told him to win. He had his upcoming fight with Apollo Creed, so he's finally able to get his head in the game and train. So, let's get to it. Sorry for having in the way. Okay, one-arm push-ups again. I already talked about why those are great, but okay, sledgehammer swings. Great full body exercise, great endurance training, full body training. It's fun, but he should probably be doing it on a tire or something with more give. Bad for the joints. Okay, one arm pull ups. Okay, one arm pull ups. They're great. Honestly, can't say anything other than they're great. It's just good muscle training. Me personally, I have trouble with pull ups, but I'm working on it. Okay, ab training, sit ups with twists to train the obliques. Now, I hate sit ups, but I gotta give them, when you add the twist to it, it makes it a better exercise. But there, jumping rope, good endurance training, and of course, training you for your footwork, speed bag. Okay, mitt work, excellent here. Now, something you might actually notice is that his trainer, Mick, isn't holding the mitts, which is weird, when you first think about it, because, well, most of the point of mitt work is for the coach to give you instruction. But think about this, Mick is very old and Rocky hits like a train. He probably can't hold the mitts without getting injured. Okay, this here, excellent for training the rotative strength, and is good at endurance. Okay, more one-arm push-ups. He loves one-arm push-ups. Okay, lateral raise. Good. The form's pretty bad, but it's a good exercise for the shoulders and lats, which are both decently important for boxing. Shoulders especially. Doing it explosively, but he's dropping the weights. Doing it with bad form. I say lower the weight. Try to have better form. Okay, this is really interesting. This is an exercise known as bunny hopping, which it's actually relatively advanced because of the necessary mobility required for it. But it's great at conditioning the legs, and funny enough, for people who are familiar with judo, there was a legendary judoka named Masahiko Kimura, and if you look at his training, the man never ran, at least as far as we know of his training. But you know what he did do? This. He didn't have it, carry a wooden beam on his shoulders when he did it like Rocky's doing here, but he would do it for entire kilometers. Basically, he would do this for the length that normal people would be running. But good leg conditioning. I'm hesitant about saying whether or not it's a good idea to have that wooden beam on the shoulders, but it's not like he has a barbell where the weights can increase the risk of injury. So I'll give it a pass here. Although his form was a bit off. He's clearly fatigued here, but pushes through, goes into a new exercise, walking lunges with bad form. Now this, even more interesting. This is actually an old school bodybuilding exercise, which is appropriate because when it came time to make the Rocky movies, Sylvester Stallone actually trained with what was his name? He was considered the world's strongest man at his time. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, the name will come back to me. But this one, main difference here is, as to compared to a normal shoulder press, is that it's great for shoulder mobility because you're going above and behind the head. And since he's doing it explosively, it's good for building power as opposed to just strength. Okay, hate sit-ups, but still good core training, conditioning the abs to allow him to take a punch. More of those lateral raises with bad form. More one-arm push-ups. More of these. Good form, though. Okay, now his bag work. All right, time to address the elephant in the room. Stallone isn't a good boxer. But for the entire purposes of Rocky 1 and 2, he wasn't meant to be a good boxer. That was more of a Rocky 3 thing. So it makes sense, but also, he's throwing that hook a lot here. Repetition, more jumping rope, which is good. Boxers do a lot of that. I remember when I was doing my boxing, coach would have a start with, I think it was 3 minute rounds with progressively increasing the intensity with weighted ropes. It was intense, but it's good. Well, I hate jumping rope, but it's good training. Now, the chicken chasing. I've heard people say that this is absolutely pointless, but it's not. In addition to the whole good cardio thing, it makes it less boring, but also it helps you pick up on those little details to help predict its movements because you're chasing it, trying to catch it. And as anyone will tell you, figure out where it's going rather than trying to follow after it. It's basically the same principle as shoot where it's going, not where it is. So it does have merit. Of course, I would say a dog would be better than a chicken, especially if you get a husky. Okay, got the speed bag. Honestly, I love the speed bag. Okay, gonna skip this scene here. Wait, skip too far. Okay, Rocky's running again. He's still running. Something tells me more people were inclined to be make it more of a presence in this because of the money that the first one made. Okay, and we got the neighborhood kids joining Rocky on his run. That's great. Funny enough, I actually remember when I started running regularly, I actually had neighborhood people throwing stuff at me. So this is obviously a step up for Rocky. Okay. If you guys are expecting me to say something else, about the training. Well, okay, plyometric jumping. That's good. Oh, 3 in a row. Okay. Okay, looks like he's transitioning into sprints, which is great. He had better cardiovascular training. He had better for increasing explosive power, all that. And then stairs. My old enemy. It's a Kung Fu Panda reference. And shadowboxing. I mean, it's more of a celebratory thing than an actual training thing, but shadowboxing is great. Now, for all you people who like this, I vastly recommend going and checking out he had in rewatching this, he had, but with the music, because these are not all that good without the music. Well, I mean, they're still good. It's just not as impactful. So, if you guys want to see me cover the rest of the Rocky movies, let me know. And if you guys have a specific training montage from something you want me to react to and give my opinions on, let me know in the comments below. Thank you all very much for watching. This is Random Man, signing off.